We might have just witnessed the game of the year for this Syracuse men's basketball team. The Orange were in complete control against Wake, up by as many as 16 in the second half. And then, surprise, surprise, SU got into foul trouble once again. That forced Jim Boeheim to put Bryson Goodine in the game. The freshman was the eventual hero. Well, in the first round of the NCAA tournament, Syracuse faced South Dakota State, the same team that beat them 2 years ago on their home floor, eliminating them from the 2019 Big Dance. But today, the Orange got their revenge. Tomorrow, the Syracuse football team takes on Georgia Tech. It will be the first game in the newly renovated Dome, and Syracuse Chancellor Kent Severud thinks these new renovations are going to make the Loud House an even tougher place to play.
I'm glad it didn't happen again like it did.
Guys, I'm becoming a big Jesse Edwards fan. I mean, how can you not like that guy?
Nice guy.
Classy
He
guy.
deserves it after
he was
tonight.
put in a tough situation 2 weeks ago against Clemson, didn't perform well. Another tough situation tonight. He steps up and gets the job done for the Orange. Welcome back into Orange Press Pass. I'm Will Scott. He's Darren Wallace. He's Patrick Gunn. We're going to play a little game called What's Going On. Darren, I want to start with you. What's going on with Syracuse's decision-making? Some questionable shot attempts in the second half. Looking at really the lone bright spot for Syracuse today, that would have to be backup quarterback Jacobian Morgan. He went 7 for 7 on his lone drive with a touchdown after coming in with about 7 minutes left to go in the game. We also got to talk about Chase Scanlon. Sure, Syracuse lost the game, but he was incredible. 4 goals to go along with an assist against Duke. After a slow start to the season, we're finally starting to see the 2020 version of this guy. Well, the Orange could not have picked a better time to play arguably their best game of the entire season, dominating NC State in Greensboro today, 89-68. Buddy Boeheim has been one of the best stories of March Madness. He's exploded for 55 points in Syracuse's first 2 games, leading the Orange to the Sweet 16, right alongside his dad. It's certainly no surprise that the best team in the country has arguably the best player in the country. And tonight, Paige Beckers was phenomenal for the Huskies, dropping 20 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 4 assists. With the win, the Orange improved to 15-8 overall and lock up a first-round bye in next week's ACC tournament, where in Greensboro, the Orange can continue to build their NCAA tournament resume. In their first 2 matches of 2020, she had 51 assists on Friday night, which put her career total past 1,000. She was keeping the Orange in system, setting up the outside hitters really well, making life easier for Sada, Shamanova, Markova, Yastrub. She was like, what's poppin'? I can pass that ball like Stockton. Guys, I know we can't be there tomorrow. I still got the Orange tie on. I'm ready to go. I'm excited. And hopefully cheer on Syracuse to their first win of the season.
What changed after that impressive performance against Clemson?
Much like last week, this was somewhat of a game at halftime. They're down 13 at Clemson last week at the half. This week down 10 against Wake. But really the big difference was how they responded coming out of the locker room. Last week they cut it to 6, made things very interesting late in the third quarter. However, this week the game got out of hand very, very early in the second half. You had the Sam Hartman 81-yard touchdown. The very next play, Culpepper throws a pick 6, and that was the game for Syracuse. Welcome back to No Pope. I'm Will Scott. He's Noah Sears, and I need to stop calling you special guest. You're just a regular at this point. Matt Bonaparte joins the show once again. Happy to have you. You mentioned Buddy. We know he's going to be back. Yep. Outside of Buddy, there's a lot of unknowns surrounding this program right now. As of Tuesday night, 3 Syracuse players have already entered the transfer portal. John Bolajak, Robert Braswell, and the biggest blow definitely being the freshman point guard, Kadori Richmond. The Orange next play on Tuesday in the second round, but that won't be here in Austin. It'll be about an hour and a half south in San Antonio. They will face the winner of the UConn High Point game tonight, which we assume will be the first-seeded Huskies. And SU would have their hands full, but if the full-court press works as well as it did today, maybe UConn is in for some trouble. Reporting from Austin, Texas, I'm Will Scott, Citrus TV. Hello and welcome into Orange Press Pass. I'm Will Scott, joined by Darren Wallace and Patrick Gunn. I just felt like we went to Six Flags and rode a roller coaster.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
That was crazy,
That was
with a game that we just witnessed. So why don't we get right to the highlights from this crazy game? Syracuse hosting Wake Forest. Elijah Hughes, the ACC leading scorer, didn't have a great performance against Duke last week. Neither did Buddy Boeheim, but he was on the board here early, Darren.
Yeah, he capped off. He was a big part of their 14-0 run in that first half. After that first media timeout, they were down 4-2. He hits a couple threes and got him going offensively.
He was 4 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first half. Syracuse extended their lead to 11, but then Jacob Neath hits the 3 for Wake. Q's up 8 after that triple, and then 3 minutes later, Torrey Johnson connects on a mid-range jumper. Patrick, Wake Forest kept themselves in this game.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Welcome to sports. I'm Will Scott. The Syracuse men's lacrosse team is in action right now against Albany. The Orange currently lead the Great Danes 8-5 at halftime. Stephen Rafis and Chase Scanlon both have 2 goals. Drake Porter thus far has looked much better than he did against Notre Dame last week. The Q's goalie has 4 saves at the break. If they can hang on, it would be a much-needed win for an Orange team that came in losers of 2 straight. Syracuse softball, meanwhile, they have won 7 straight games, their longest such streak in 9 years. After sweeping Buffalo in a Tuesday doubleheader, the Orange are shipping up to Boston this weekend to take on BC. The series opener is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Q's is 5th in the ACC standings. The Eagles, dead last. So the Orange will certainly have a good chance to keep that win streak going. And the Mets had their home opener today against the Marlins at Citi Field. Let's pick it up in the 5th inning. Still scoreless with the bases loaded for Dom Smith. He gave this one a ride to deep center, but Starling Marte goes airborne to make an incredible catch. That got a run in, though, for the Mets. It could have been a lot worse if not for Marte. What a snag. To the 6th, a chance for Miami to take the lead, and they capitalize. Jesus Aguilar with a single to left to bring home Dickerson. Marlins up 2-1. Bottom of the 9th, Mets down 1. Jeff McNeil at the plate, who hadn't had a hit all season until now. He knew it right away. A shot to the second deck to tie this one up. He turned 29 today. How about that for a birthday present? Then bases loaded for Michael Conforto, coming to the plate for a chance to win the game, and he got hit by the pitch. Or did he hit the pitch? A little bit of a lean there from Michael Conforto. Mets win it 3-2, and Marlins manager Don Mattingly was not happy.
It's just frustrating, I think, more than anything, that the ball's a strike. And he went to call it a strike. And it seems like if it's in the strike zone and you get hit, it should be a strike. And you really can't say he got hit by a pitch.
The Mets and the Marlins have tomorrow off before facing each other on Saturday at Citi Field. And the first round of the Masters is in the books, and Justin Rose was on fire, shooting 7 under on the day. He's 4 shots clear of everyone else. Brian Harman and Hideki Matsuyama are in a tie for second. Jordan Spieth battled back after a triple bogey on 9 to put himself in a decent spot going into Friday. He's at 1 under. Reigning champ Dustin Johnson and 4-time major winner Brooks Koepka both 2 over par. And guys, Walker told us earlier that it's going to be sunny and in the 70s this weekend, which means I might have to hit the links, but I'm probably going to look a lot like Spieth did on the 9th hole today, racking up a lot of triple bogeys. Ricky and Katie, back to you.